Cześć widzu, chcesz zgarnąć takiego uspa? Wystarczy wbijesz w link podany w opisie, doładujesz swoje konto z tym oto kodzikiem za $2 i otworzysz jedną skrzynkę. I już masz szansę na wygranie takiego uspa. A jeżeli jeszcze nie byłeś na HELLCASE, z kodem BESTDROP dostaniesz 10% do pierwszego depozytu. Na samym HELLCASE możesz otwierać skrzynki, grać case battle i oczywiście odbierać codziennie darmowe skrzynki. Zapraszam do oglądania.
A kit and a full belt. And they shouldn't expect him so quickly inside of main. Even if they do, 90 low HP, the nade could finish him off, but that has to give away his position. Another player is wounded here. Woody walking close, and Shane able to get the instant kill onto Ponter. Woody playing round the smoke, and Shane will pull it through. A 1-on-3 for Elevate to maintain after breaking Odik past the pistol.
You'd argue fairly that Odik shouldn't have lost either one of these rounds, and this is absolutely disastrous, where they were given a lifeline again with that mid-convene that they had.
And that mid-control was actually really patient from Odik.
Yeah.
Elevate had the complete misread because there was such a lack of presence. Once that smoke faded inside of middle, they started to go back towards Temple. They thought it would have been a B play instead, a complete reset from Odik. And because they gamble wrong, we saw Peepin get overrun on this A play so quickly.
Flashbang to try and peek back out for Bonter is good for one, but the trade is fantastic. Matthews continues to be sharp as a knife's edge. Just incision on incision on incision. Surgical with that USB. He's Nav all alone, and with the bomb beeping away in the foreground. It is a deadly background from Matthews with 4 kills to give him that round. 16 and 8 now across the entirety of this map.
Yeah, really haven't been able to fault much of what Matthews is doing. I mean, a lot of sharp shooting on his fights, found entries on that T side, was actually one of these players that was going for not only opening fights, but was kind of hunting in those mid-round moments as well. And
I'm off into the same smoke cover being provided to the wrong side, and in the meanwhile, Ponter will fall, but Woody finally finds some efficacy. With the AWP, Shane all alone. Quick swing out, good for the first, and Woody's the one with the bomb. Shane knows he also has the op, but does he realize he's back and long? It feels like they've got no idea about Woody's presence.
Pistol pulled.
Woody going for that quick tap in. Shane knows it's a fake, and Woody's trying to close the distance. Shane swings out with a shadow in his favor. Woody has fumbled. This is where Matthews comes into play. While fully blind, it's an easy spray down. NVG gone. Matthews still alive. Fighting back, but Peeping does catch him off. He's had a fantastic map so far, and this would be a big moment to step up. 2-on-2. Both sides equipped, and the CTs have a kit. It's a must-take fight. A duel they cannot go without. But Snav, he's going to be able to find the both Ponter mid-air! Going for the jump spot for information, and Snav will welcome him with a bear hug of death.
Well, they caught off Peeping. You know, he was caught creeping around and just had this small angle towards Bank, and that's why they thought that they had enough space to actually breach into this bomb site. The fact he's playing close flowers like that.
But he's retreating into the waiting arms. No, they're not scoped in.
Lining up util, his teammates are going to burst from the front side of bathrooms, and Woody could have got caught in no man's land, has a Molotov out, and it forces them forward. Woody finding his impact on this AWP, but Peeping closing the gap, but they're still not aware, and Woody hits the collateral. This is a Woody round through and through, all 4 to get Odik up to 12.
And if there was anything to send them away, if there was anything to send Elevate home, that would be it. Noticeably absent on the scoreboard. But now, when presented with opportunity, Woody will clasp at it.
Ian tries to sell the idea this will be a B play. You hope they bite, and one man does. The brains of the operation, and KD goes running round on Speedway. The last 2 defenders of A have to put the foot down to win it here. Twist playing on the site, supported by Skulls. They both insert the 9-10 seconds on the timer, one by one. Boss are being obliterated. They're going to fall down as Liquid close it, and finally make it to 13, winning the first map of the best of 3.
With a 6-6 half, Boss have finally been able to put up some
On this one, and where they actually go, it could still pay off, but Cryptic's going to be first contact from CT, and he beheads Yakindar.
Don't want a second as well for Cryptic. And he's still healthy, still alive, and still putting down frags. 4 kills for Cryptic. Outrageous round by him, and that should have just secured this one. Cadian should have no hope.
It's getting a bit iffy now, but Naf towards the back with a Glock, good for only one. Meanwhile, the bomb on the late rotation pulls up to B, and there is not a single soul on the site to hold them back.
It was all misdirection, Jackie. It was all smoke and mirrors. The problem is, though, that trick cost a bit too much if you're Liquid. And then they're going to have to clump together and hope and pray with this firing squad they have established that they can land nothing but headshots. First kills go in their favor. Twist now up to the plate, and he delivers as he smashes it over the head of Boss. A 2v4 clutch. The smoke...
Say is kind of self-sufficient. I wouldn't class Sonic as that. He's, I'd say, considerably more reliant on the CT side. As Jaber falls, these pistols, again, now don't really know where to go. They've got no real information through B-Apps and they're smoked out. They tried to fight mid, which they've lost. And now they're going to take out-range duels with upgraded pistols and barely upgraded as well. Not exactly a pretty sight. Malb's going to get tagged, but he doesn't care. He's got all the support in the world. One through Cat, one through Window. This should be the round in a matter of moments. Infinite and Sonic. It's a tough task, but both these guys have seriously struggled.
I mean, Infinite's been able to get a couple of kills here as everyone keeps filtering through Window into his crosshair of the Tech 9. Chip damage onto Malbs as well, and it looks like a little bit of a question mark here from Swisher about who he wants to be fighting. Sonic now on the swing, and now that makes it substantially easier. Malbs have been gaining so much control inside of mid, even on these four.
And then we can start to work with it. Molotov goes under, so Jaber can stay posted here. Malbs will find one. Stun goes down as well as Infinite, but Jaber pops up for two of his own. Down he'll fall as Malbs continues to cause terror in the server. And a 2 versus 3 ensues. A Molotov at the toes of the AWP. Slight starts to tick, Slight starts to burn as well. Swisher gonna pop Malbs around this corner. Nobody here, so information gained, nobody through CT. And at least some information heard through jungle. Malbs finds one more, Swisher closes it, and talk about a response. Malbs for a 4K.
Had that lurking play up in wood, and it could have been absolutely galactic. Jaber finds 2, they have no clue where he is, but maybe just half a second later, let them push on, back him up in case it all goes a bit Pete-on.
This is a stack
they're
though.
pushing. Look at this, catching them off guard. Sonic with a swing, managed to find one, but they've retaliated with great pace. Jaber spams out 1, 2, look at the third and the fourth from Jaber to secure the round for a wild card and get him out of jail.
Oh, that's beautiful from the youngster. Stepping up in a big, big way. Jaber was definitely the man we questioned coming in towards this game in terms of what he could bring to the server. A lot of time in North America, a lot of youngsters who come up on the grapevine of the scene when they join for playing one as well. Up close, Wreck. This could be dangerous. It could work in his favor. 1, make that 2, lines up a 3rd. It's a meal deal worth, and Stanislaw will double down himself. But Wreck surely single-handedly has given M80 all the confidence to find this round. Peering round the corner of a smoke, Slacks gets a freebie. And man, one man's antics have won M80 yet another.
25 seconds into the round, and it's already said and done.
Yeah.
I mean, a hell of a push there from Rek, ensuring that Wildcard know that he's still in the server after a quieter end to Vertigo. But not pushing off the back of it. Now they need to be cautious about getting this set up and getting the push. It'll be massive for him. He hasn't managed to get a single kill yet. He gets traded straight away. Stanislaw picks up 2, but it's enough damage dealt by the T's of M80 to be able to secure the bomb site. Bomb going to get planted by Rek, and it's in a super safe position. They were just afforded so much time there. Wildcard, it's fallen apart.
The flash missed as well, so it wasn't even like they were blind. That's the real issue. Def had to go for his flash on top of it too. Popping their way through, trying to get into the fight up close. Infinite gets 1, but only as Rek finds 2.
I mean, even if they do lose this next round and it's 11-3, there's enough of a buffer where they